Hey, it's Devontae Arrington over here. We are just doing a little test. Test 1 2 1 2. Okay, okay. How you doing, Mr. Seller, Mr. or Mrs. Seller? I was text. Obviously, we've connected by now, and I reached out to you, via text, about doing a lease purchase, and you wanted to go ahead and see what offer that I can present on the table. So I want to go ahead and give you a strong offer. And the first way that I go about it is seeing what the median rent is. Um, the median rent is in your area. So I go to rentalmeter.com. And rental meter is used by a lot of professionals, a lot of agents, a lot of investors. You see, it's used by U.S. News, Fox Business, CNN Money, Wall Street Journal. So what I do is I go ahead and and what I do is I go ahead and see 3 bedrooms. I go ahead and see what is the median rent in that immediate area. So yours is 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. So we're gonna go ahead and put 3 bedrooms right here. So it says right here, um, 15 3 bedroom rentals within a 1.32 mile radius. That the median, the average price that people are getting is 2,925. So that is the median. So that's how we get the median price. If we need to go up, we can definitely renegotiate. But this right here is how I can get the gist of what to make for a strong offer. And with this option agreement, like I said, it's nothing exclusive. It's not tying you up at all. This right here is just a way to get the process rolling. If we got to go back and change things, we can do it. So I'm going to bring up my option agreement. So right here for monthly rent, I am going to put 2,925, and go ahead and put your address right here. It's kind of cool how I'm filling out the agreement manually with you. This is the first time I've done it. Well, done a manual agreement, with the seller while recording a video. So should feel lucky. It's a good thing. Okay. Get the underline. Ignore. Ignore.
Good. I am. Yeah. So what? I'm all set then? Oh, all right.
Okay.
What are you trying to do?
So, like I've explained, I strive to give you your bottom dollar. So, if you want 570, I am going to go ahead and get you 570. Oh, what is up with that color, huh? Came out of nowhere. Okay.
Dude. Space or anything?
No, I mean, most Gmails, like someone says they got a Gmail account, you just assume it's their name, period, last name, first name, last name.
The Odell periods in there.
Like I said, this is an option agreement,
Oh,
so
yeah, Damon, period.
copying and pasting. You know what? I'm just gonna go back.
No,
Sometimes it's good for copying and pasting, sometimes it's not. So I'm just gonna type that in.
Where,
yeah.
What's it going over there? Huh? Okay. Take off the bold.
At gmail.com.
Good evening. Scott is off tonight. I'm Nora O'Donnell.
All
It is
right.
about the
And
last
the
day
subject
the
of
Clinton
none.
campaign needed us.
Final moments. Waddle was a genius comic actor and a very talented writer.
I mean,
Okay, so I asked just go ahead and give me 30 days to find a buyer.
ABC David Wright starts us off with this look back.
Down payment. Now, very interesting.
Okay, and then put something behind.
So
But that was the body.
No, that's the subject. of it.
I like to do,
Like when you send that thing, it's gonna say oops.
you know, for
It's gonna say subject. So when you, whatever you put in the subject is.
Subject is.
5 to 10%.
Like the gunslinger in Blazing Saddles. Married to the 70s comedian Gilda Radner, he founded her cancer charity after she died. Today, we
Oh, I didn't know Bill
has been failing for years. For the past 3 years, he struggled with Alzheimer's, but chose to keep it private, preferring his fans
Okay.
to remember him in his prime as the musical and slightly menacing Willy Wonka.
So down payment, offer 5% down. It's 28,500. 28,500.
Lord.
Mel Brooks said today he blessed every film we did. He blessed me with his friendship.
My name would go right here.
King Wilder was 83. According to his nephew, he died peacefully, holding hands with his wife and family and listening to his favorite, Ella Fitzgerald, saying Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Tom?
David Wright for us tonight. David, thank you. And would you move on now to that breaking news about one of Hillary Clinton's closest aides, who will advocate
His own, including questions
We'll put the
about
date
where
right here.
exactly he stands on illegal immigration after he backed off the house.
So you have your password, obviously. You got it.
You are no longer engaging in that kind of behavior.
It's still saying.
Is that correct?
It's still Donald.
As recently as May, the couple appearing on the red carpet.
Terms.
Last month, he was at the DNC. Friends now claim they were
An agreement
I don't know if it says date.
Okay, somebody just,
can
you're not. That's just-
be made for terms up to. Okay, what is that? That's crazy.
Close this out to this person. Put that J.
Uh-huh.
I know that this is Jonathan's. The others will do shit.
Can be made for up to 5 years.
Council of La Raza argued current policy is harsh, and a Trump administration would be worse.
Up to 5 years.
Close it off.
On a lease purchase.
Behind the scenes,
Yeah, quick Google.
Buyer, lease purchase. So buyer must have full ability obtain financing at the end. Oh, come on. At full ability, obtain financing
Just go to
at the end of term.
Gmail.
Buyer must handle all repairs and maintenance. Property. Buyer must provide a non-refundable down payment.
Benedict is running for Senate, Tom, in Louisiana, and he put out a robocall urging voters to support both him and Donald Trump. A swift response from Trump's campaign tonight disavowing the former KKK leader. You remember that last year Trump came under fire for not disavowing him fast enough, Tom? A different story tonight.
Because right now it's still now. So you want to it's not all like it's complicated.
Gonna just remove it or no?
Well, no, because what it's gonna do is store his and store his and store his and store his. Big lap will this up. Thunderbird So
5 years or more.
is this your, so that's your username? That's Pat.
No, it's always using
Agreement
You're gonna use your name.
subject to change in interest rate in years on term. On term. So what I'm pretty much saying is that we have this agreement right here, and this is just to get the process rolling with the attorney. So pretty much, interest rate in years on term, interest rate, down payment, and years on term. So at any moment, let me add monthly rent. So pretty much at any moment, we can change, before we even find a concrete buyer, we can change this agreement to less than 5 years, more than 5 years. If we change it for more than 5 years, we can add an interest rate, we can add a down payment, we can add more for monthly rent, we can add more years or less years on terms. Buyer must, at full ability, obtain financing at the end of term. Pretty much what that's saying is that it's not a lease option, that the buyer cannot provide money down and then back out of the property and move to California. The buyer has to, at full ability, at the end of the term, go to obtain financing. This is not an option. So the person that is buying this property has to have their heart dead set on the property. This is an all-out deal, that they have to love the house and they have to be willing to, purchase it. As the bottom line. So, seller understands his intention is to find an end buyer and assign this option agreement to that end buyer for a fee. Seller understands that buyer is acting as a principal in this transaction, is not working as a licensed real estate broker representing anyone in this transaction.
After they've stopped drinking. Pilots are held to a stricter standard, just 0.04 blood alcohol level. And the FAA says there must be 8 hours between the last drink, the bottle, and the throw. A pilot is arrested for being over the legal limit about once a month, while the FAA
okay, good. So
random test. The question arises:
try
slip through.
Johnny 440.
Well, I guess I just decided to finish this, so I will.
Go
So Seller understands that buyers acting as a principal in transaction is not working as a licensed real estate broker representing anyone in this transaction. Upon buyer's decision to exercise this option, both parties agree to move forward with the necessary standard purchase and sales agreement. Seller may cancel this agreement at any time if they find their own buyer with an executed contract before the option is exercised. Seller agrees to allow buyer to put a sign in the yard advertising. If you do have a sign in the yard or you don't want a sign in the yard, then we can go ahead and skip that, cross that out if you'd like, that's fine. If buyer does not inquire an end buyer to assign a steel within 30 days of acceptance of this option agreement, this agreement becomes null and void. All parties agree that this property is being sold in condition as is condition unless noted otherwise. So right here, an agreement can be made up to 5 years or more on a lease purchase. Agreement subject to change in interest rate, down payment, monthly rent, and years on terms. Buyer must at full ability obtain financing at the end of term. Buyer must handle all repairs and maintenance on property. Buyer must provide a non-refundable down payment.
What the hell, man?
So my signature will go right here.
It looks rough out there. Okay, Lindsay, thank you. ABC Chief Meteorologist Ginger sees you. Ginger, this is the busiest we've seen the tropics. All right.
And it's not just the Atlantic, it's the Pacific, which I'll show you in just a moment. But let's go ahead and start in the Atlantic. Hurricane Gaston,
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna scrap this out.
First go to TDH, just feel
Get it out first before
Yeah, but look, it's this back here.
This level is set tropical storm warnings in place from Cape Lookout to Oregon Inlet on the North Carolina coast. That's tomorrow. That's by that's more imminent. The storm that is now dropping 40 degrees from South Florida to Cuba, well, that one has to be
That last week,
and
I think it was
then
probably, what is Johnny for?
That's something to be doing in the computer.
Type that in, type it in. You think that your lowercase?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, type in lowercase Johnny, no
Keep
space.
shelter in the US. But what
Is that
does
right?
really as of today?
I doubt you use your password. Or, yeah, do it all.
Alright.
Passwords are usually case and space.
So much. There was more heavy fighting today among the Turkish.
Wait a minute, okay, last password.
Paula Williams on the dilemma posed by America's friends. It began the offensive against ISIS last week, sending tanks and Syrian rebel fighters over its border and into the town of Damascus.
I'll bet you that's where you find out.
US
Too burnt?
and the operation
Yeah.
was out on Turkish and American airstrikes. But after an easy victory against ISIS, the Syrian rebels headed further south to take on Kurdish fighters. Turkey views the Kurdish group as terrorists, but the Kurdish fighters are backed by the US. They work together with American special forces. And we've seen them up close, stripping away territory from ISIS. So now two US-backed groups, who are both supposed to be fighting Islamic extremists, are instead clashing with each other. This video appears to show members of the Kurdish group captured and humiliated by rebel fighters. America's special envoy for the fight against ISIS, Brett McGurk, tweeted today that the clashes are unacceptable, calling on all sides to stand down. The US says the Kurdish fighters are withdrawing from the contested area, but Nora, this isn't the first time that US-backed groups have clashed, and the more they fight each other, the longer it'll take them to combat ISIS. Holly Williams in Turkey, thank you. After facing severe backlash for jacking up the price of the allergy treatment, now ask your doctor about the adrenaline device.
Yeah.
It works a little differently than the EpiPen, but it still delivers the same life-saving medication, and we found it for as low as $60 with insurance companies.
Oh, that's what I know.
It claimed DFS, the star NFL quarterback, getting blitzed with criticism after refusing to stand for the national anthem before games. And also, he made generations of moviegoers laugh and look back at the life and career of the iconic
My polarities make me feel like I could be the father that I wanted to be. My kids see me as this rock of the family, and part of me felt like I become less of that neighbor to them. But with the kid, I have none of those concerns anymore. I can go all out. There's no restriction in my movement. It's liberating. And as long as that.
Unlike the Bargain brand, and FitFlex underwear is now more flexible with you. Reconnect with the life you've been missing. Get a free sample at depend.com. America is taking the lead in energy, leading the world in oil and natural gas production. I vote to keep it going with the right policies. We can produce our supply.
More oil and natural gas and more abundant energy means more affordable energy for American families.
For more secure America jobs,
Opportunity and economic growth for our children
and grandchildren.
That's why this election I'm voting
For American energy.
Learn more at voteforenergy.org.
Join us and become an energy voter.
At Farmers, we see almost everything, so we don't want to cover almost anything, even per months.
This is to make sure it's a GP. So that's what's a G, L, G, you know what I mean? Yeah. G, L, G. That's what you remember.
Your whole day stops. But just one thing has the strength to stop waiting for 12 hours. Tylenol and Advil, good under 6. So live your whole day, not part of it, with 12-hour relief. This week, infamous crimes that captured headlines.
The strange case of missing mom Stacy
Natalie Holloway disappeared on a
the tragedy in Texas.
But the stories didn't end there. A special series of true crime this week on Today. In an unprecedented event, Clinton, Trump, back-to-back on one stage, facing questions from our nation's best.
These people just fucking just for him. They just go call somebody over and done with.
Well, we're back now with the controversy swirling around a big NFL star who took a stand by refusing to stand for the national anthem. He was protesting racial injustice.
You know what? I can send this to my phone.
Colin Kaepernick also has been
Okay, that's
jumping to the